Hi everyone, my name is Tĩnh.
I'm back.
We are both 15 and we are studying at Tpt High School.
Today we are here to talk to all of you about topic environment.
It's very familiar to all of us, right? However, do you know the definition of the word environment? Well, environment are the circumstance, object, or condition by which one is surrounded. So we can understand by another way that environment are all the things around us. Hey, as for you, what is the most important role of environment for humans being?
I'm thinking of providing people with a place to live and work.
Why do you think that?
You can imagine that environment is something we're living in, working or studying. So if there is no environment, you won't have, a suitable place to live and to work and to do something you want.
I completely agree with your thinking, but if someone asks me that question, I will answer in one sentence that is presenting her with all the necessities.
Like giving people with good food, drink and natural resources, right?
That is, besides that, people can take advantage of environment to earn for their living and create more opportunity for others to make money too.
On small town, we have no doubt to claim that environment play a vital part in our lives. Sadly, in recent years, people do many things that impact on the environment, such as littering the rubbish, dumping waste into water and soil, and cut down the trees, and so on.
And there are three main reasons to explain for this situation. The first reason is people awareness. The fact is that many people who live in the countryside don't have enough knowledge about the pollution or about the effect of doing harm to the environment.
The second ones come from the greedy people. This is because when they gain the benefit from the environment, and they will earn more money than usual. Therefore, they will want to have more, even much more. So even though they know that it isn't good, they do that so that they could have what they want.
And the last reason comes from the habit that may not easily to give up. To illustrate, people usually use motorbike or private car to go from one place to another. Even though that they know the exotic form from vehicle can easily lead to air pollution, up to now they haven't changed.
For those reasons, people are polluting the environment in many ways. As a result, people are now having to face a lot of serious problems. One of the consequences is that natural disasters like flood, drought, and earthquake occur more frequently and unpredictably. For example, on 11/3, 2011, an earthquake with a tsunami was struck a city in Japan. It was killed 19,000 people, and all the facility in that area was damaged.
In 1916, in Vietnam, people living in Cologne Delta suffered from a terrible drought that hasn't had for more than 100 years. This drought impacted directly to about 5,000 inhabitants.
In addition to the natural disaster, infectious disease become more complex and dangerous and now appear more regularly. For example, coronavirus, cholera, and so on.
As you can see, our environment is seriously contaminated, so it's high time we did something to protect our community. Firstly, government should bring in new law to prohibit factories from dumping waste into the water and soil, and they also need to ban people from littering. They also need to educate people about the needs of protecting the environment and how to do that. Lastly, each person had better to plant a lot of trees to make the earth cleaner. We should use public transport, such as bus, instead of private one too.
We also want to talk to teenagers, the master of our country. Our responsibilities are to study and strive to become a good citizen. We can take part in some curricular activities. about protecting environment.
To sum up, if we want to continue living in a healthy and clean environment, we have to take action right now to save the earth, to save our environment, not only for Earth but also for young generation in the future.
Our speaking will end here, and thank you very much for paying the attention to our speech.
If you like this video and think it's very useful, please click like for us. And thank you one more time and have a nice day. Bye bye.